A very good morning. Thank you so much for choosing Look Up Television for the betterment on this Entertainment Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, if it is your first time joining us, remember this is courtesy of the Look Up Television content right here across the divided ends on our social media platforms. Remember, we are live on YouTube, Facebook, website www.lookuptv.co.ke. Our WhatsApp number as well is working 0745762640. Cheza kama wewe, even as we start this conversation. The alignment of the Entertainment Friday this morning is the fashion show, and really embracing this, we're speaking about the cradle of culture, and of course embracing heritage and the supremacy that goes down towards elevating arts and in understanding the concept behind these particular presentations. If it matters to you, remember back in the days, of course, when we are embracing fashion show, we were trying as early in the childhood days, of course, really embracing this to make sure that it comes out handy. Many of the developments, of course, you saw it, by the way, on Kids Connection. You saw it that so many children want to do this, and they will try as much as possible, despite the fact of their figures and, you know, their taste in kind. They will try and embrace this, but it comes out to a point in time that this can be made, of course, for professionalism. We can get to the ignition that this can be a job, of course, can be work for that matter. Of course, major considerations on fashion show in Kenya, which include the Kenyan Fashion Week, which now is scheduled for October 17th and 18th, 2025, and Nairobi Fashion Week, an established event showcasing African-inspired design. Of course, there are so many other events, and today even we are honored to embrace Drake events that, courtesy of this, will be having a complete discussion on the Mr. and the Miss Kasarani that are joining us this morning. It all matters to everyone, and everyone has the desire to do this. Mr. and Miss Kasarani is a platform that nurtures, trains, and empowers young talents through modeling, mentorship, and community engagement. Now, in its 6th edition, which happened a couple of days ago, the event focused on building confident, purpose-driven leaders ready to impact society. Themed Cradle of Culture, this year's theme celebrates African heritage, encouraging contestants to embrace and showcase cultural pride through fashion, storytelling, and community projects. Later on, of course, I'll read the two of our fellows that are joining us this moment. I'll read your bios later on, but to get a glimpse on who you are and just to listen to these lovely voices, we'll start with you. You look very nice this morning.
Thank
How are you
you.
feeling?
I feel good.
Indeed. How's the crown in it?
The crown, I feel like I'm holding a lot, but I love being where I am right now.
Perfect. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Kelly Wamboyo Muhaya. I am a model, the current Miss Kasarani, 2025-2026. I am a student at Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, pursuing actuarial science in my 3rd year. I am also a designer, having done a course in fashion and design. And outside modeling and outside school, I am an advocate for financial literacy in my community, especially among creatives and young people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Quite an introduction indeed. It's nice to see you this morning.
Thank you.
What's the smile you had put Mr. and Miss Kasarani? All right, thank you so much. It's nice to see you. Lovely hairstyle. Good morning. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Denzel Odhiambo. I'm a fine artist, also a model. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Umesema hakuna haja introductions mingi. Let them know you through what you'll say this morning, right? Yeah. Asante sana. Now there you have it. Those are two able Mr. and Miss Kasarani, that will be able to help us understand now the context behind the divided ends on heritage and celebrating diversity as far as the fashion industry is concerned. Kelly Omuhaya, you've listened to her voice. She says that she is blending beauty, culture, and impact. Beyond the runway, she champions financial literacy for creatives, advocating for empowerment through knowledge, self-sufficiency, and the fair value in the creative industry. Let's begin with that. Every time we speak about the entertainment industry, and of course we speak about the fashion design, art, yote, there's so much to talk about. But the first thing that comes out is people's participation in these industries and selecting these people to be the the best important roles in this industry. Of course, when you look at the creative industry, how will you rate the creative industry as far as fashion show is concerned right in the Republic, and of course now inclusive of the fashion, Mr. and Miss Kasarani?
Where I'd rate the creative community in Kenya right now, statistically and also from my observation, we'd say we're at a, we contribute around 2% to Kenya's general Kenya's general economy and how we work in this country.
Wow.
And I feel like at this point in time, the community has not really embraced creatives and what they do, especially in fashion. They don't really think that you can establish yourself in the industry, and maybe that's a really major setback on our part. It has made growing in the industry very, very, very hard. But I believe in the next, give 5 years, we'll have grown to around 5 to 7%. Yeah, so I'm positive about our industry as artists, as designers, as filmmakers, just creatives in general.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Before we get to Denzel, I'd like to pose a question on you saying about blending beauty. And of course, you're now inviting the point, your culture. There are many other girls out there that since wanze kujua life, they've been in those cultures that wamedharauliwa sana. And to give out the point here, their beauty becomes a hard nut to crack. So making sure that these ladies or these girls get to a point as you becomes a total big problem. So how will we shape a particular culture to make sure when we are coming to blend the beauty, we unaweza, like hiyo sura yako yenye watu wanasema kwamba it's, bado inaweza, it still can apply. And I'm seeing diversity ya fashion show, whereas there are different kind of presentations. So si lazima kukuwa na ile urembo fulani, lakini there is a particular presentation that this girl can get access to. How will you describe that culture, and how can we change that culture to come in the blending aspect of beauty?
I'd start by saying that beauty is not only in the external, and currently as an industry we have embraced beauty inclusive of how you present yourself, how you talk, how you nurture yourself, how you show your culture even to others. Because I believe you don't really have to leave your culture outside who you are. You have to blend them both together, right? So you have grown in a particular culture that tells you this and this is the way to go. You can actually take it and build yourself from there, because beauty is not only in the way your posture is, it is in the way you present yourself, your confidence, how fast you can think, how well you can blend your culture with who you are, being authentic to who you are. I'd say that's actually the major thing. I believe that with the rise of alienation and the rise of also being assimilated into the Western culture, we can keep ourselves very authentic to who we are with our differences. We've talked about diversity, yeah? Diversity really blends us. It doesn't separate us, it blends us. So how diverse we are in our different cultures really build us even in the industry, because when we present ourselves even in the runway, I represent my culture, he represents his culture, and many other people. So it brings out a certain beauty and a certain aspect of who we are as people. Yeah, I'd say that.
Pierre Tracy's house story, a beauty with brains, right? which is very important, right? Sawa. Denzel, how does it feel to be Mr. Kasarani?
Good. Though sometimes you feel like it's a burden, but you have to handle it.
But you're just a few days old. Has it a burden?
Pressure. Yeah, there's so much pressure on projects. You have to start some projects. Yeah.
Indeed. All right. What are some of the things that you're doing so far? Like projects, or you just waiting the burden?
So far, we are starting a project on empowering youths through talent and passion.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right. So you say that, of course, in the understanding of this, it is not a mistake. Ama ikutokea tu. You, Denzel, you're passionate and ambitious, fine artist and the model with a strong background in cultural projects. And of course, you just mentioned about these projects. So through your journey in pageants and events, you have built confidence on stage, teamwork skills, and the ability to adapt to different environment. And I believe now this is a different adaptation, right? So I want to understand how you balance between your perfection in the fine art to the perfection now in modeling, and of course how you can you weigh them to bring that sense of all of them must have a particular control.
As a fine artist, I blend my creativity as a fine artist to come up with how I present myself as a model. Yeah, that's all.
All right, that's all. So okay. If you're less of ones, and which now I don't know if it's a technique that Mr. Kibera, Mr. Kasarani lazima tuongee maneno mafupi ndo wajue mimi niko na waist down, nikiongea sana wanaweza ni misquote. But all in all, it narrows down to always understanding this. Did you ever want to be a model all your life? Now, how did this Mr. Kasarani come up to you? Was it in a particular excitement? Ama ni bahati tu?
Okay, I started modeling last year. I've been in the modeling industry for right now almost 2 years. So when I started modeling, I didn't know how I'll model. I didn't know how to model. So when I started, I got connected with some modeling agency, got trained, and that's how I became who I am today. And also in school, I was modeling at school, then I became the Mister of the school. So this is not my first title. I became the Mister. Very soon I'm handing over the title. Yeah, probably next month.
All right.
Yeah.
Kiburi ianze kupanda. Definitely. Your relationship with Miss Kasarani, how did it come about?
I didn't expect to ndo atashinda, because also I didn't expect I will be the Mr. Kasarani. So I don't know how
It happened
to. Yeah.
All right. I'm really happy that these things are mtu wa kuongea meziona. It's just a snip na zina happen. Did you know Denzel earlier on? Ama miss ndio iliwaunganisha?
We've met during trainings. Before that, I didn't know Denzel.
All right. So how does it make you feel being Miss Kasarani?
I'd say I feel I'm excited to be here, but being Miss Kasarani comes with a lot. A lot that some of it I expected, but some of it I did not. For starters, I think your status rises a bit. I wasn't really social, but now it puts you in a place that you're actually outside people, and you have to engage, you have to talk, you have to relate to with people, and it hasn't been a challenge. Actually, it's been a new opportunity. I'd say that we have projects we have to work on. Maybe that can be the first challenge that we are facing, because it's not easy to execute a successful project. What else? Being here, let me start with the positive. I'd say it's building who we are as models. It's increasing, the people that we actually relating with. It's putting us in a place where people are expecting a lot from us too. I'd say that, but I'm positive that with this 1 year reign, we'll have done a lot. Yeah.
What is the role? What is the role of Mr. and Miss Kasarani?
Personally, the way I see it, I think our role is to engage the young people, to show people that you can actually go for whatever you want. It is to be the link between the greater people in the society, and maybe I don't want to say less fortunate, but you can actually be a link with maybe students in a school, with some officials that we're working with. It is a chance to give back to the community. I'd say that it is a chance to work with so many people. It is a chance to build your portfolio too. Yeah, I can see there's a lot in this, not just walking and modeling. It is a chance also to show culture and heritage as per the theme. It is, I'd say you can't really define the role of a queen and a king in the society, but we do a lot.
All right. Denzel, if you can't be able to meet these expectations, of course there's an obligation that you've been given right now, and it comes out handy that you need to participate in all this. If you can't meet this expectation, how were you told when you're getting trained? How are you told that easy expectations unaweza zi narrow to this down and you can align them for some other time to meet kile kitu ambacho nakuuliza, you'll be able to meet them. If you can't manage, then there is a plan B that you can be able to attach these commitments. If you can't be able to meet this expectation, how will Mr. Kasarani work upon them?
If I won't be able to meet these expectations, this is not the only platform I'll use. There's more ahead of me. Apart from Mr. Kasarani, I'll love to use to continue as more. I'll love to be upper than Mr. Kasarani. So if I can't meet the expectations using this crown, I'll meet the expectation with other crowns.
All right. Yeah. I'd like now to know that despite the fact that you guys are winners now, and congratulations to all of you.
Thank you.
You are in the space of alignment and understanding that hii space iko na voice of authority and coming out in a particular space that you need to marvel towards this. You in these spaces, we'll start with Denzel. And now you've been given an obligation to make sure that at the end of the tunnel, lazima ni fulfill. Do you think you're ready to impact lives at Kasarani as Mr. Kasarani? What are some of the things that you'll do to make sure this will happen?
Yeah.
All right. So what are some of the things that you are doing to make sure that someone is watching you right now and I feel, babu bwana ukikosa kujicommit?
First, I'll start with my project. My project on how to. My project is empowering youth. Yeah. So my project. I start with my project, fulfill my project, and that's how I'll.
And then, all right. Partnerships.
Partnerships. Partnerships. I'll have to partner with donors. Yeah.
All right. In the same taste and kind. So many things are coming out. Sana hizo stories of pressure na nini. Na people are expecting so much from you guys. So you need to work together, right? To make sure you execute one anthem. All right, talk to us about, before we get now to other conversations, talk to us about now the competition that came out when you guys were grappling for these spaces and how easy it is to get to this point.
We start with, it is not easy to be where we are right now. There are so many capable people on that runway. There are so many people with speech.
Indeed.
Yeah, everyone, people really
know how to talk.
Yeah, not even know how to talk. People invested in the pageant, the outfits, and everything to do with Mr. and Miss Kasarani. And what I'd say is, first of all, I'd appreciate every single one of them. We still work together with them. We still communicate. They have actually built who I am right now because they are the ones who have made us perfect our skills, our speech, and our presentation. And one thing about pageantry, it is not easy. It is a competition. So everyone, all of you are targeted towards one crown, one title, one Mr., one Miss. And everyone is focusing on that. So I'd say personally, it was too much pressure especially when you're on that runway. Someone comes with an amazing outfit and you're like, okay, the competition is getting tough, but I'd say one thing, I'd say believe in yourself. And I think I was like, God, I'm coming here and you know I'm here right now, so we really have to work towards that end goal, which is me. It's lazima tufike hapa. And I'd say believing in yourself is one of the most important things. Then you just go, do your show, leave the stage, confident, and you just let other people do them. Then it comes down to the judges, how they viewed you, how they saw your capability and your potential. I think then they crown the winner. And for them it was us. For their various reasons it was us. And I believe that we are ready for what's coming.
All right. That is very bold. And I'm really hoping that this readiness, it has stick until 2026. Na bado tu mtu anaweza enroll tena, right? Tena ukwe 2027, 2028. Is it possible?
People can, but no, we won't go down that line. I think one thing about leadership, you always have to create space for others. So running for the title again, it's a bit leave space for other people to grow too, because we've grown through here.
Let's talk about investment now. The investment that comes with fashion show, the investment that comes with the outfits and everything. So making sure that utatuambia tatu sahi hizi mavazi mtu anatoa wapi, and how do we package ourselves when we come now to lazima tu staff ni win. Ni msana fa pende luku, you know. Some of us ni kama laana inatufuata and you know, bora tu huko uchi. You just good to go. What is the investment in fashion show?
Okay, as a model, you have to invest on yourself. You have to invest big investments on yourself. See, you can't go on a runway with low investment. Yeah.
All right. Hakuna investment ya kio? Because there are boys that spend most of their time kwa kio, unashangaa anafanya namna gani. Because of your hair, your long hair. I don't know if you do that as well.
My long hair.
Kwa kio tunakungoja hautoki.
No, I don't take much time. 2 to 5 minutes, I'm done.
And then?
Yeah.
All right. Basi wakututua tuende iko sawa. All right. Investment in outfit. We have 3 minutes left. What's your go-to outfit for casual day in Nairobi and for high-end events?
For high-end events, I partner with some designers. Get some outfits for events. My own outfits, I come back.
Yeah. All right. Let's ask. We'll come back to that question again. What is your go-to outfit, and what will be your outfit for high-end events? Where do you get them?
My go-to outfits, I'd say like Denzel, I thrift a lot. So maybe casual jeans or casual pants or a sundress. You're out. For high-end events, you partner with designers, or yeah, maybe I think we'll just mostly dinner dresses. So those ones you can't just get them anywhere. You'll have to partner with so many designers in Kenya. Yeah.
All right. Sawa. That is Kaylee, and of course that is Denzel right here on Look Up Television. And for the first time, we are hosting Mr. and Miss Kasarani, day in, day out, of course embracing talent, powered by art, and of course embracing heritage and celebrating diversity and the culture. So see you in the next other minutes, where we'll be now diving into understanding the context behind this event coming to life, and how did Drick Events participate in this to make sure that we are winning this. Don't go too far. You were watching The Morning Drift.
Save a Life is a non-profit organization that has taken the front line in transforming lives in the entire country. So far, we have transformed life of over 100,000 people through our programs, which include medical support, youth empowerment, street family program, feeding program, and climate change. Join us today as we transform lives. As we always say, service to humanity is service to God. Save a life, transforming lives.
Pindi tu taarifa zinapochipuka na kutufikia papa hapa kwenye makao makuu ya chumba cha habari cha runinga ya Look Up, kwenye taifa, kwenye serikali, kwenye bunge, tunajitosa hadi kwenye sauti ya wenyeji ili kupata tu maoni ya wenyeji kuhusu masuala haya yanayochipuka.
Maana hii kitu inaenda kuumiza Mkenya kwa tax.
Hakuna kitu tunafurahia. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Sisi tunaumia, si ati tunaumia ile ya kiukweli. Juu maisha ni ngumu.
Na bila shaka tunapata maoni yao ili sauti yao ipate kusikika. Na watasema hili, waseme lile, watasema hiki na waseme kile, almuradi sauti yao ipate taa.
Mambo ya mafuta tena imekuwa ni changamoto zaidi kwa kila mtu wa bodaboda.
Uchumi ikikuwa stable, tunaamini mambo itakuwa sawa sawa.
Kwanza liko na ria wasi wa boda, mama mboga nini. Hao sasa ndio wamefinywa zaidi mazuri.
Mpenzi mtazamaji, hii ni bunge la wenyeji.
People are there to belittle you. When people are questioning you,
if you don't move fast, of course, yes, you lose it, but then it's not us to push you.
But you do not know the God who has been molding me. What has he been doing to me?
The deep and mature conversations of empowerment for you with a curious mind and an appetite for oriented conversations.
I concur with what you're saying. You plan your finances, you can easily live without a debt.
An engaging safe space of free expression and truthfulness with an upheld vibrance, motivation and happiness.
So many children who are there, they are not living their dreams.
Join us for deep conversations with Zipporah Gashushe every Saturday from 8 p.m. The Deeper Conversations on Look Up TV.
Alright. How I wish that, of course, in those early times I'll manifest these modeling styles and, of course, make sure that my legs are, straight, vizuri, and I can do some good moves, and making sure that, we are aligning this one. Alright. And I believe, but we have one of a kind right here on our environs. And of course, I believe that Dante, that is a walking that is a modeling move. That, of course, if you just receive some inspiration from Mr. and Miss Kasarani right here, the moves might change to be exemplary and of course, exquisite to make sure that this is working out well. How I believe that quote will manifest the interjection on this particular engagement, modeling. But why do you want to model? What areas of modeling are we able to work with? And of course, we will also be able to understand how this accomplishment came to life. But we start with Kelly. You mentioned here about financial literacy, and of course your key element in championing financial literacy for creatives, advocating for empowerment through knowledge. So it is not a matter of just coming on stage, kutuona beauty, alafu then it's all null and void. But there is a message that you want to pass across. That above all, I want to use my space as Miss Kasarani to impact some knowledge in these people. And these people will come to learn, unajua ni nani alisema, Kelly ndiye alisema. And because we have some sort of respect to Kelly, we'll be able to shape a complete understanding. And I'm loving the fact that you want these creatives to have some sort of financial literacy. Kupanga hii mikakati vizuri. So right, so you've been given a chance right now. Tell us about it.
Okay, my project on financial literacy, especially for creatives, came about because I'm an actuarial student, and one thing I realized is that, you know, traditional money systems do not favor creatives. You have to be having a 9-to-5 job so that you can take an insurance plan, so that you can make an investment, so that you can be given a loan or a credit score. And it is really a disadvantage for creatives because for us as creatives, we have an irregular income. I can get an income from a gig, I can get an income from, you know, it is irregular. So I want to make a space for creatives to realize that they can establish themselves financially, because that is the most important thing. And for you to prove that whatever you're doing is working out, it means that you have to at least, you have some finances in check, right? So, and one thing I realized is that most creatives really get scammed, they really get underpaid, they get paid on exposure. That is one of the biggest challenges in the industry. And I believe that if creatives really got their financial understanding right, they'd really go far. They can really monetize their skills, they can rate their work in a way that does not underpay them, they can secure their finances in a way that does not make them scammed, or an event ends, they're not paid. You see those kind of, I'd say, problems in the creative space. And even with that, I'd like also to just create a platform where creatives feel space speaking about their experiences with money, because money is a crucial subject, right? And also to build that bridge, people really don't like talking about money, but to build that bridge between people, you can speak about your finances, where you need help, we can come as a community and empower you through talent and skills, because creatives really have a lot. And if you look at statistics, they say that we are growing in a very large number. So if we can monetize ourselves, I think we can build a strong economical system. Yeah.
Have you monetized yourself?
I'm on the path on monetizing myself. I'm creating my rate card. I am my rate card. I am, you know, with every gig, this is what I want for myself. In everything that I do, maybe I have a space. Also, I am a designer, so there, I can, some outfits you can buy from me. I think that's my way of making money, through my creative elements. Yeah.
So you have clothes for both genders?
That is, yeah, crochet designer. So yeah.
Amazing. Investment. The same taste and kind. Denzel, she's mentioned something about paid by exposure, which every time many of the creatives out there began by that. And at some point, paid by exposure also makes sense, but at some point, unaweza tumika sana before you get the limelight, kwani exposure hata haifiki mwisho, you know? So when we talk about paid by exposure, comes out at some point kukuwekea ile watu wakuone, you know, ndo later on you have a name, right? So later on, hii exposure inaanza kukua sana, hadi sasa wewe tumekuzoea, but yet we still being paid by exposure. How do we make creatives understand the time limits that being exposed towards this, so this is the time now that I must earn from this exposition?
As a young creative, exposure na kubuild, na pia signing zote unafaa ku show up on every event. As much as you want to earn, know your worth. Yeah.
Ama know where you're exposed to.
Yeah, know where you're exposed to.
Yeah. Because kama nilikuwa exposed to Mr. and Miss Kasarani, it's such a good development, right? No. How did exposure work on you?
Exposure on my past, before came to Mr. and Mrs.
Master.
I used brands. I worked as a brand ambassador with Rabbit Bet. So that built me. Don't pick up.
So deliberately understanding the concept on this entire engagement, ladies and gentlemen, we are still live on our social media platforms. Cheza kama wewe. We want to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of this month. All right. So by the time we reflect on all this, of course, Look Up Television has been shaping these ones, and many a times we bring this for the purposes of empowerment and enriching those people that are out there. And of course, now the sense of development, understanding, support, and development towards these areas. We'll also get a look on how these investments come out handy to support this. For instance, we will have an outlook on the modeling industries, and of course, we'll also have an outlook on the current trends, and also to understand how agencies come in handy to support fashion industry. So let's begin with this. The thoughts that these agencies bring. We have the industries as well. So what are your thoughts on the modeling industry and its trends?
I'd say, as I'm actually a young model in the industry, so my thoughts on the modeling industry in Kenya is that it's really growing at a very fast rate.
Indeed.
And our current models are people with visions, they're purpose driven. They have big visions, and they can really change the narrative in this country when given the right platforms. I'd say the modeling industry in Kenya, including, we have a community, including Kenya Modeling Association, and they really do nurture us, they really do carry us through the industry, they help us prevent, being sidelined. They create opportunities for us through events, through platforms like this, like media engagement. I'd say we're really growing. We're not where we were and where the industry was, where we were always sidelined. I think right now models are really receiving the spaces that they envisioned for themselves.
All right, and I'm really happy that we have that move. Perhaps please talk to us about early times when we are having clash between the agency and the models. So unapata the agency is seen, but the models are tatizo. They're not seen. Of course, maybe they're underpaid or not paid at all.
I remember there was a time there was a really, really great, I don't know if it's a rally, it was please pay models. And it was brands love working with models but don't like paying them, or they go through the agencies and the agency wanakwama na pesa. And it was an uprising in Kenya where I think that's where models started speaking out for themselves, because at the past time, that's why actually we formed an association to prevent these kinds of things. Because when agents, some, not actually all, there are really good agencies out there, some agencies, they will expose their models to all these things, but the models, they're using their fare, they've done their own makeup, they have dressed themselves, and they receive nothing in return, and it can be exhausting, and it was exhausting. But right now I believe that there are rules and regulations that actually guide models against that. Yeah, and they've really helped us reach where we are right now.
Transition. Lazima kukuwa tuna change.
True.
Model amepiga gym, amekunywa ndimu,
anatoka bure.
Maybe alikuwa na kamwili kanono, sasa akaanza kujitengeneza akae vizuri. As we speak about that, I'd like to ask Denzel about criticism that awe uwezi bwana. How do we handle this?
Believe in yourself. As much as utaambiwa uwezi, believe in yourself, know who you are, know what you want. Yeah, it will help you.
It did.
Yeah.
All right. How does knowing what we want enrich us? Mimi najua what I want, but watu ambao ninafanya nao kazi ni kama what I want makes sense.
If you know what you want and start, show them what you want. prove to them what you want will help you.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right. Talk to us about now creatives in the industry. As young as we are speaking about empowerment and deliberating about these cultures and manenos. How will we empower youths in the line of creative art or arts as well entirely to make sure that we have a standing nation? Like tuko na youths ambao wana mipangilio, wanajielewa through creative arts. How can we minister to them?
Through mentorships, through partnerships with brands, and to get to the young creatives.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Do you think youths wanataka kusikia mentorship? Ama washafika?
There's a way you can reach to them.
Yeah. Indeed. Hiyo way tutakuja Kasarani tuambie. All right. Kelly, what is your thought on this? There is a contract between, there's an agreement that we signed between Mimi, the employer or the agency or the the collaborators, there's this contract. How do we make sure that hautarukwa?
Currently, I believe there are legal systems that help, the, let's say, employer-employee, or the agency and the model, or the franchise and the model. There are legal systems, and I actually know that KMA have their own lawyer, so you can reach out and make sure that your contract is legally binded. That means hawezi rukwa, and ukirukwa, you can sue, you can take legal action against them.
All right. Definitely understanding the bookings as well. If someone wants to collaborate with Mr. and Miss Kasarani, after this we'll be able now to have an alignment about Drake events as well. Drake events brought Miss and Miss Kasarani to life, right? We talk to us about now how models can package themselves to make sure that they enrich. Hata nikikureach out najua tunaweza fanya kazi pamoja. What is the decency in it?
I start by saying, when branding yourself to be booked or to be seen, you can start with as small as social media. Actually, social media is not a small space. It's a great space. That's how people will see you and view you as the first time. If I'm a brand and I want you to work with me, I'd go to your social media page first and see who you are, how you've presented yourself. If who you are aligns with what I want, I can reach out to you. And maybe if you're working for an agency, I can reach out to the agency and say, this is what I want, or the franchise that you're working with, because currently I think agencies work with general models. We have pageants, we have high fashion models, you see. But for maybe us as pageant models, we work with franchises, like Drake Events is a franchise, a great one actually. So you can maybe reach out to Drake and you're like, I want your current Mr. and Miss Kasarani. Yeah, and he can work with us and how we'll get that partnership and the agreements we share on what is expected from us and what we expect from them. And then we come to an agreement and now we can work from there onwards.
All right. To make sure to package. But kuna watu wajuangi hii story. Au wanasaidiwaje?
I'd say for us, okay, one thing about agencies and franchises, they don't just take you somewhere. They do the work here. Huku unajua hii, we will teach you this. So there is trainings. You will be brought people who will tell you, this is not how your social media as a model should look like. This is how it should. This is how you should package yourself in your dress code, in your attire, in how you speak. You will be brought for people through the agency that you work with, through the franchise that you're under, through the people you actually relate with. They'll be like, they will teach you. So I think you have to partner with the right agencies, the right franchises. They really do build, they really do teach you, because we also didn't know, but they gave us the platform. Yeah.
Denzel amekupatia kazi ya mafuta ya skin care. Mafuta ya, so upon your approach, it's either we decide whether we can give you that job or not. After your model. So Denzel, which fashion icons Dante Max is asking, or models inspire you the most? And what advice, of course, will you give to young people who want to pursue modeling, which will answer, of course, later in the conversation. Let me ask this, of course, utazipanga tu sasa vizuri. Dante is saying, heels or sneakers, favorite designer or brand, dream city to walk or runway in, go to pose when the cameras are flashing, one thing people would be surprised to know about you. Moja moja. All right, heels or sneakers?
Sneakers.
Favorite designer or brand?
Dio.
Okay. Go to pose when the camera is flashing?
I'd say Paris.
Okay. Dream city to walk a runway in?
Dream city, Monaco.
Okay. One thing people will be surprised to know about you.
Giza kuna. Yeah.
So uambie hata ulikuwa bald man. All right. So you want to try? Heels or sneakers? Okay. Favorite designer or brand?
Navy.
Dream city to walk in a runway?
Paris.
Go to pose when the cameras are flashing?
Astride. I just tried.
One thing people will be surprised to know about you.
I am a great introvert. I'd rather spend my time reading books than walk out of the house.
But kusoma kitabu kwa gari ni show off.
In attracting some attention, everyone is like, oh yeah, so you're reading a book. So you'd rather just stay home and read and be in a bus and be reading.
Amazing. Denzel, what advice would you give to young people who want to pursue modeling?
Believe in yourself. Yeah, that's all. Just believe in yourself. The modeling industry. Yeah.
Indeed. All right. In the alignment of because now you're embracing Mr. Kasarani, with the very few times that you have in this position, what do you see you doing, or where do you see this space affecting your life, or where is the position that in the next few years you will have a possibility of change?
In my 1 year reign, I see myself doing a lot of things, empowering a lot of youths. Yeah, that's all.
All right, sawa. So in the next few minutes, we're just about now to do the runway, and of course to make sure the emphasis comes home. Talk to us now about Drake Events, of course, how it's nurtured and empowered this event to come to life.
So Drake Events is a franchise owned by Jonathan Wanyama, also known as Drake. And one thing I'd say about Drake is that he nurtures young talent. And one thing I love about him is that he gave each and every one of us an opportunity to be on that runway. It didn't matter whether you've been on one before. He raises young models and really puts them on a platform and gives them space and the right training through the people he works with and collaborates with, including our trainer Mongoti. He knows how to create and build leaders from scratch. That is one great thing about Drake. And he's really invested to make Mr. and Miss Kasarani a success. If you were there during the event, it was a huge success. He's invested his income, his time. He's one of the fewest organizers I know who actually sacrifice their time to be there during training days. He comes, he watches us, he sees how we're growing, he interacts with the models on a personal level in a great way. He is there to empower people. He doesn't believe that you can quit. He pushes us towards the end goal. And we can say we are here because Drake Events believed that we can be given a platform to lead Kasarani.
All right. We are ending this conversation right about now, so we want to give our final remarks, then we'll do the runway right here. So we can start with Denzel. what is your final word of wisdom as Mr. Kasarani? And there's so many people that are looking up to you and want to listen from you. What is your last words of wisdom as you share with us your social media handles?
My last word, if you can see it here and have the courage to speak it out, then it will happen.
Hey, pole basi mkuu. Social media handles?
Instagram at Denzel, A-R-T Denzel.
Amazing.
TikTok, Mr. Bifa 24 and Mr. Kasarani 25.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right, follow Denzel. Yes.
For my last words of wisdom, first I'd say, pray. It's not easy reaching where you are. I'd say also believe in yourself. Have an end goal. Know what you want and connect yourself with the right people to build you and to inspire you. And people will talk during the journey, but always have your end goal in mind, and I think you can achieve anything.
All right. Social media?
Instagram, TikTok, kili.omuhaya.
Perfect. All right, so we want to get to the last bit of it. Of course, they'll be showcasing their moves right here, and of course, let's see what they've got to show us this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to bring on board, of course, and to have a conversation with Mr. and Miss Kasarani 2025-2026, and of course, courtesy of the entire engagement at Rick Events. We've made this happen, and it's really a manifestation to make sure that celebrating heritage and culture comes out handy in specifically creative art. There are many others that are out there. This is just but an example. There's so many other organizations and so many other events that are having this. If you know someone or you know a child that wants to embrace this in the best way possible, support them. This is how we build their talent in the best way possible. You know someone who's talented or knows something, does it in the best way possible. Ladies and gentlemen, please do it in the best way possible. Courtesy of the Look Up Television and Mr. and Miss Kasarani, allow them now to just take their steps right here, even as we deliberate on in all this. And definitely they'll come in board, of course, to just understand this and the alignment of all this to make sure that it comes out in a slapfy different. So you look weird, you look happy, but we'll try to strategize. Senior. All right, Mimi, taki show off. I'll just do it at the end of the tunnel. So cheza kama wewe. All right, if you have the beat, you can roll it down, but in the meantime, you can just do the usual. That was easy. Sitaki show off. Tusange tu hapa kidogo, then we finalize this. Maybe for speaking for a friend. Ellie, do you know someone who knows someone? Do you have someone?
Kidogo rafiki yangu
to focus na kazi. Perfect. Thank you so much for making time. So you'll greet Rick for us, right?
We will.
Asanteni sana. It's an honor to have you this morning.
It is a pleasure.
I'm wishing
to
all
be
the
here.
best in your endeavors. Tuende tupige kazi sasa kabisa. Kasarani tutambue.
Yeah.
Denzel and Kelly for Kasarani forever and ever.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for making time for us this morning. I wish I had my sneakers on. I'll have done deliberately what it takes to be a fashionista. But in the meantime, see you next week as we embrace other activities and other engagements. But right about now, thank you so much, Bansal. Thank you so much, Arnold. Thank you so much, Kamefe. Most important, thank you so much, my director, King Dantimax. And thank you so much, my graphics, Thomas, for making this happen and bubble. Thank you so much, Josh. See you next time when you see us. And by the way, thank you so much, Faith Matole. I wish ilikuwa tufanye. Anyway, see you next time. My name is Moskil and this is Entertainment Friday.
value your feedback and welcome your complaints about our programming and operations. Feel free to get in touch with us through 0700 893 542 or send us an email to info@lookuptv.co.ke.